lots of things going on in the area.
Always. You always learn about new things when you're here or when you watch.
Something going on over at the Ankeny Community Theater that we want to make sure everyone is aware of. Michael Porsch is here and Beth Philmeyer is joining us as we have some sweet day going on. And first, let's talk about Ankeny Community Theater. Where is this place located?
Ankeny Community Theater is located on Southwest 3rd Street in Ankeny. The easiest way to get there is, I tell people, it's right across from John Deere. So if you go up to Ankeny on State Street and then turn onto 3rd Street by John Deere, you will run right into it.
There you go. So a heck of a production going on right now, Michael, and tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, well, thanks, Lou. Can I call you Lou?
You can, Louis.
Louis?
Yeah. Junior.
I play Ken. Ken gets to go back in time. He built a time travel machine. He gets to go back in time, and I need to find myself, and this is a time in my life that I regret the most. So I go back, I find myself, and I have to convince me to not make the same mistakes that I made.
Oh.
Problem is to get the older me to communicate with the younger me is not always very easy, and that's where a lot of the comedy comes in. And it's just one thing right after another, and just the frustration, and it's crazy.
Trying to think of this me talking to the 15-year-old me.
Yeah.
I'd have a lot of things to say.
What's the biggest hang-up?
Getting me to listen to myself. I'm very stubborn.
Yeah.
I think I know it all.
Yeah.
I don't. I want magic and everything else. I want to give her the world, but you know, she just really wants you. You just get that through your head, and that's not easy to sell.
Beth, you play Greta. What's your role in all this time travel?
My role is actually the best friend to Ken.
In the present or in the past, or both?
In the past.
In the past.
So back in the past.
I'm
okay.
in the past. So, you know, he travels back in time, you know, and I'm, of course, shocked because, you know, here's my young best friend and now he's suddenly old. And it's crazy for me. And Greta has a lot to deal with. She's kind of just moseying through life, trying to sort of find her way. She's very into the idea of finding her Mr. Right, and she just kind of tries to pursue that, and Ken tries to assist, and Greta has a lot of misadventures along the way.
It must be hard to explain when Greta is trying to talk with Ken. Now, does Greta realize this is Ken from the future, basically?
Eventually she does. At first she's, you know, kind of, it's hard to believe because, you know, it's time travel. That doesn't exist. You know, that can't possibly work. Well, then, you know, Ken presents some convincing evidence and Greta's like, whoa, holy smokes, this really is my future best friend. Come back to see me, I guess.
And Michael, how does the time
I'm
travel...
already selling the character. You like that?
I'm imagining a DeLorean or a big wheel that spins. What? Tell me about the apparatus.
Or you just go...
That would have been better.
Yeah.
DeLorean would have been much better. It's a box with wheels and clickers and knobs. And I can't really divulge.
Oh, it's a secret.
The magic.
How it works.
I get that.
I can't remember if it's gigawatts or gigawatts, but how to pronounce it. In the show itself, she actually gets to slap me something silly. My ears are ringing every day after rehearsal.
How about that?
That alone
The
is worth
grin on her face all of a sudden.
that alone is worth price of admission, I think. We have people lined up. Oh, he gets slapped?
I don't know that it's the best part of the show, but it's definitely one of the highlights.
Now, is this something that when people go and witness the performance, they'll make them stop for a second and think?
You know, it is. I mean, while it is a very funny show, there's also some very good life lessons in the show that kind of teach you about, you know, making the most of your life, you know, because, you know, this individual gets a chance to go back and fix his mistakes, but most people probably would not normally get the chance to do that. So there's some good lessons in the show too that I think people will think about a little bit.
That sounds like just fun.
I love my life, but if I think back all the regrets that I have, the bad decisions that I made, it wouldn't have gotten me here. If I go back and fix those mistakes, who knows where I would be today? So it's pretty much just to leave it alone. Enjoy what you
Don't
have.
go
Enjoy
back
what you
inside.
have.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. So tell everybody how we can watch this. How can we see the performance?
At the theater, we open this weekend. Show times are at 7 o'clock Friday and Saturday, 1 o'clock on Sunday, and we run for the next 3 weekends.
There
Is
you
it
go.
1 o'clock
Oh,
or
there it
2?
is.
We have 2 up there. Is it 1 or 2? Maybe check the website, right, just in case.
It is 2.
Okay, great. No, that's okay.
I have to be there. We have to be there at 1, so
Right.
I just get that in my
yeah,
head.
Get there at
No
1, you
problem.
won't be late. You won't miss anything, okay? But only $15, AnkenyCommunityTheater.com for more information. Some sweet day. Sounds like a sweet performance.
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Lou.
Thank you very
Molly.
much. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.